Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swampy Comics. I'm Swampy, and today we're going to be talking about some of the new comics that I'll be picking up this week of April 1st, 2026. And pretty DC heavy week ahead of us, but never fear, there is a Marvel book and a big one on the list this week. So let's just jump right into it. First up, we got Absolute Superman number 18, written by Jason Aaron with art by Rafa Sandoval and colors by Ulysses Ariola. A new story starting here with the introduction of King Shazam to the Absolute Universe, or Shazam himself. They're calling him King Shazam here. Should be pretty interesting. I'm wondering if there's going to be a connection with Hawkman in this universe, like a little more of a direct connection. I mean, we'll see, we'll see. But there's not much to say about this because this just is introducing some totally new stuff to the Absolute Universe, which is always exciting. So I'm definitely looking forward to this book. And it says here on League of Comic Book Geeks, in the characters, we got Superman, King Shazam, and the Absolute Universe's Phantom Stranger. So that's really interesting. Really excited to see what they do with that. Yeah, an Absolute Universe take on that character is bound to be pretty interesting. I'm wondering what they're gonna do, but we shall see. We shall see. Next up, we got Batman number 8, written by Matt Fraction, with art on this issue, guest art by Ryan Sook, colors by Tomo Mori, and letters by Clayton Cowles. Looks like Alan Scott is joining all the complications that Gotham's seeing, with Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy, as mayor right now, and Vandal Savage still police commissioner. He, I'm sure, is really looking to unleash his little goon squad on all the Bat family here in Gotham City. But yeah, it should be pretty interesting. I'm really interested to see Alan Scott in here. Uh, Always cool when a Green Lantern shows up in any story, if you ask me. But especially that it's Alan Scott. That's pretty interesting. Um, really excited to see the future of Gotham City in between Green Arrow and Black Canary joining Detective Comics, Poison Ivy becoming the mayor of Gotham City, and the big event that we got coming up later in the year. Lots to be excited about. So stoked, so stoked. Really looking forward to this issue, and can't. I mean, especially with the cool cliffhanger with Joker on the end of last issue. This one is sure to be a banger. This run has ruled so far. This is great. So we shall see how it goes and how good it continues to be. Next up in the Batman world, I don't usually choose variant covers, but I'm going to for these next two books. Here we got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 50, a landmark issue in Mark Waid's very classic feeling Batman and Superman series. One that I picked up on around the Aquaman, Swamp Thing, Floronic Man arc, and I'm pretty stoked that I did because it worked into We Are yesterday, and I was able to take that whole ride along. But I've stuck with this series. I really like the feel of it. It's always lighthearted, but can be pretty tense and always tons of fun. Um, really excited to see what we do here. I forgot to label off the credits. That's kind of one of the most cool parts about this issue because Dan Mora is coming back on art for this issue, along with obviously Mark Waid writing. Colors by Tamara Bonvillain and letters by Steve Wands. Sure to be a classic issue. This Batman Superman World's Finest series has been really better than it should be. I mean, it's really good, really fun from month to month. So, super stoked about this. And let's jump over from Weird Al on the cover here to Serious Al, just normal Al, um, for Bizzaro Year None number 1. This is written by Kevin Smith and Eric Carrasco, with art by Nick Batara, colors by Michael Garland, and letters by Dave Sharp. Here we're getting kind of a Bizzaro Year 1 story, it seems like, and I'm totally on board for that. I love Bizzaro. I think he's a really fun character and a character that adds a lot of value to Superman's roster of villains. Um, One of my favorite 90s Superman arcs is the Bizarro World arc that went in between a bunch of the four titles that were going on in the 90s. And I just, yeah, I love the gimmick. It's a great one. I love the three-issue Bizarro arc. We had a few issues back in World's Finest. So yeah, really, really excited to see what they do with this. Really excited to read more about Bizarro. Uh, Me am sad to read about Bizarro. Oh, next up, Daredevil #1, written by Stephanie Phillips, art by Lee Garbett, colors by Frank Martin, and letters by Ariana Mar. Here we go. Stephanie Phillips coming off of a unfortunately prematurely canceled Planet She-Hulk run, but jumping right into Daredevil. I mean, these things were planned for a while, but really excited to see her take over the book. I really like the way she writes, and really like the tone of what she does, and I think she'll add a lot of value to this title. On top of that, we're gonna have some blind bags with this title, so that'll be fun to check out if you're into that kind of thing. And then not only that, but I just think this is an iconic cover. I think this is, I don't know, this is one of those covers that every now and then a #1 comes along and it's like, ooh, that's one of those. And I think this is for sure one of those. So yeah, pretty rad. Really excited to see the direction of this book, and really excited to read it, check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Love me some Daredevil. Next up, JSA #18. This is written by Jeff Lemire with art by Gavin Guthrie and colors by Luis Guerrero. Here we are in chapter 6 of the year 1 arc, bringing this really fun throwback story arc to a close, kind of chronicling the JSA's first adventure in a, with the year 1 trope that DC likes to do. Definitely a trope that can't be overused in my opinion unless you try to do it more than once. That'd be kind of strange. But no, this has been a lot of fun. Gudri's art adding a really cool classic but modern flair to just the feel of the book, and Jeff Lemire really giving each of these characters a personality. A lot of these characters I'm not too familiar with, and I definitely feel a little more with after reading this year 1 story. It's been fascinating and fun, and I believe a classic JSA story in the making. If yeah, yeah, if you were asked my opinion about it, yeah, for sure, this has been a lot of fun. Sad to see it go. When we'll see how the book goes when we get back to modern JSA. Can't wait to see what they have planned for the modern team with Stargirl and the Atom showing back up. Next up, we got Mad About DC #1. This is written by a whole bunch of people, the usual gang of idiots. Um, that is that's a Mad Magazine joke for those not into or weren't those who are never been into or not raised on Mad Magazine like I was. But yeah, we're gonna have a whole lot of artists and writers for this one. People from the Mad Magazine side of things, people from the DC side of things, tearing down the DC universe with a bunch of corny jokes. I have read hundreds of issues of Mad magazines and hundreds of well, probably not hundreds of the little books that they used to sell, but just a lot of Mad magazine has been digested in my entire life. I still make references every now and then to jokes that I cannot forget from Mad magazine. But yeah, this one's really cool, especially seeing that there's a Lobo variant. So I mean, there's just so much that's screaming at me specifically with my taste this year, and this is definitely one of them. I am really excited to check this out and to cringe at some of the just terrible humor that I'm sure is going to be within this awful rag. Um, and yeah, I mean that in a good way. But yeah, really excited to check out Mad About DC. And last but not least, another DC book, Poison Ivy number 43. It's written by G. Willow Wilson with art by Jamie Infante and colors by Arif Prianto. Um, this is kind of just our second issue into the Mayor Ivy arc. And looks like an old friend is coming back to hang out with her in the form of Catwoman, um, Selena Kyle. I got to admit, I'm not up on the whole Catwoman Poison Ivy relationship and what that status is or has been. So yeah, this will be cool, and I'm sure a refresher course for those familiar, and hopefully a nice little introduction or reintroducer for people new to this title like me. But yeah, really excited to jump into Poison Ivy. I've really liked what I've been reading in back issues on DC Infinite, and this is great to see her get a really big piece of the stage in Gotham City besides just being your normal run of the mill villain for Batman. And those are the books this week. So thanks for tuning in. Let's see, at the end of the week on Friday, we'll have the video out where I'll do the tier list of these comics. And yeah, excited to read them this week. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you're excited for this week in the comments below. Give a like and a subscribe. Really helps. Love to see it. But until then, thanks for watching and keep reading. Oops, where's the stop button? There it is. There's the stop button. Keep reading.